sir.
Eat that meat, Jennifer.
Why doesn't that pheasant look pleasant?
Fasten your taste buds,
For gastronomic ride,
cause us two fat ladies are itching
to get into your kitchen. Yeah!
Oh, yes.
Puddles, puddles.
Hello, sister.
Hello, you seem to be lost.
We're only a little bit.
We're looking for the abbey, which you doubtless belong to.
I do indeed, but you're a little bit off course.
Ah.
You've come to the Abbey farm.
Oh, I see.
Now, to get to the Abbey, you want to go back to the main road.
Oh, good.
On the left.
Good, 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 good.
Fine lot of cows you've got.
Well, they're not too bad.
They're amazing. They're all different colours.
Well, I sort of experimented a bit with the breeding, and that very coloured one is, I had a very favourite Charolais bull and a cow I was kind of fond of. So they had, between them, they had a heifer calf.
Do you have help with your cows?
Well, I have a man once a week.
How many nuns are there at the Abbey now?
26.
Oh, that's not bad, is it?
Well, it's not too bad for these days. Girls don't want to commit themselves these days. Too materialistic.
Too materialistic.
Yeah.
They have to wait a bit.
Have to wait a bit. Yeah.
I
Breed
don't
'em
think
or
we
something.
do, Jennifer. I think we're a bit worldly, really.
I'm a bit too old, I think.
Well, never too,
You
never too
never
late.
know.
Never too late to mend. You've got to have been out in the world a bit to know what you're missing. And
Yeah.
two proposals at least.
2 proposals.
Yep.
And the
And then-
Lord is the best choice.
And then take the best choice.
Yes.
That's the best one.
Otherwise, you might get yearnings later on.
Well, you might, yes. That's right.
Well, we better go on. I think it's going to pour with rain. We'll see you later at the Abbey.
I hope so.
Thank you
Good,
so
look
much.
forward to it. Good heavens, look at it, Jennifer.
Good Lord.
It's
What
a
a
sort of
Gothic pile.
Walter Scott Castle. It's incredible. How did it get here?
Can't wait. Let's
Go and find out.
Ah, there you are. There you are.
Good morning.
How good to see you. Good
Hey,
morning to you.
Oh, never
Clarissa,
mind yourself.
isn't
Hi,
it?
Clarissa, yes.
And
See
this
you.
one must be Jennifer.
How wonderful to see you.
You're very, very
Lovely
well.
greeting.
It's good to see you.
A lovely warm welcome.
On a cold morning.
On a
Because it
cold
is cold
morning.
enough, isn't it, you know?
I feel I should kiss your ring, madam.
Good heavens,
That's it.
now, that's all gone into the past.
Not with me, it hasn't.
You're
We've
a
had to get through.
traditionalist, never mind. Isn't this a marvellous machine?
Yes, great fellow, isn't he?
Oh, wonderful.
What an amazing place this is.
It is rather
Fantastic.
lovely, isn't it?
We were wanting to give the community lobsters.
Ooh,
Rather,
how very kind of you.
Where would
Treats.
we buy some round here?
Now, you'll have to travel to a little village called Tullycross. And there you'll find a man called John on one of the little quays.
Sounds very biblical, doesn't it?
Indeed.
Find a man
He's
called
casting
John.
the nets, indeed. But if John is not on the little quay, go to the nearest pub and you'll find him there.
This is
I'm sure
violent.
he'll invite you in. So at this point, Jennifer and Lewis, are you ready for the kitchen? Do you
Yes,
think
yes.
you should divest
We
and
better
get
have a
cracking?
look at it, hadn't we?
Very good. All right
Case
then.
the joint.
Oh, ho.
And we'll divest ourselves.
Well, must you remove those lovely bonnets?
Oh, well, they get a bit hot inside.
I think the sisters would be very happy to have one each.
One each.
If you could leave us that machine, that is.
Yeah, you look wonderful. I'm going to make a raspberry shortcake today. It's not shortcake like Scotland means shortcake. It's a sort of mixture between that and rather a scone. But my poor little raspberries have taken rather a bash on the way here. I think Clarissa sat on them.
I didn't.
Well, they're not all they should be, so I'm going to add some strawberries, but I wouldn't normally. I would only use very beautiful raspberries. Anyway, what we start with is sifted flour, which is in here, and I'm going to add almonds, ground almonds. Pop them in. Then 2 good pinches of cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Yeah, that goes into the crumb, you might say. Gives that. You know how delicious cinnamon toast and things are.
Yes,
Yeah.
I never thought of it with strawberries, that's all.
Well, it's really with raspberries, but it's going to be a mixture today on account of you sat on them.
I never. It's those rough, bumpy roads, Jennifer.
I know.
And the speed at which you were riding the bike.
Anyway, it's a pity, but there you are. Now we must put in sugar, pinch salt, mix it up a bit. Take the butter and cut it in to begin with, and then we'd have to rub it in as usual until it gets that sort of crummy look. Now we must add an egg. Here we are. I'll get the egg in first and then add a little milk. Just a little, because you want to make it to a sort of consistency of a scone. Don't get it too wet or it goes a bit unmanageable.
It's shortbread in Scotland, not shortcake.
Yeah, shortbread. Like 2 Senegambians lying in bed, one turned over to the other and said, "Mum's gonna make some shortening bread. Mum's little baby likes shortening. Mum's little baby likes shortening bread." That's what we're up to. Time for hand manipulation, I think. We want to get that into a bowl.
I used to come to the west of Ireland a lot as a child because my father had cousins in Donegal. I remember being with my grandmother in Tipperary once and asking the way to the post office. The man sort of leant down into the car and he said, "Well, you see as far as you can see. Well, you go as far as you can see, and then the post office is just beyond it." We never found the post office.
And if you see a signpost, pay no attention to it. Now, I'm dividing this into equal, more or less, equal bits. And you just put it into the pan like that, and then sort of with your knuckles, just press it to fill the pan, which have been buttered.
You could use a shillelagh.
What for?
Oh, for pressing it down with.
With a shillelagh under me arm and a twinkle in me eye, I'll be off to Tipperary in the mar. Ning, I think knuckles will do.
Yes,
Shillelagh is a great big thing.
I know, but it's such a nice word.
That's all right. Take the other bit and do exactly the same thing.
It's so wonderful, all those Irish ballads.
So the Scottish ones, I love them. One of my favourite lines is, "And there stood brave Sir Percy, although in dreadful dumps, when his legs were smitten off, he fought upon his stumps." There we are, I think they're more or less all right. No difficulty there at all. They need to pop into the oven for about 15 minutes. And you can do your foreign beans.
Broad beans are totally seasonal, so make the most of them when you can. This is an Egyptian dish, which I call broad beans with dill, largely because its direct translation is oily broad beans. But don't be put off by that, it's delicious. And what I've got here is some broad beans that I've just been chopping and tailing. You want to use young broad beans, as young as you can get for this, because they're cooked whole in their pods. And you don't want a pod much bigger than this. And all I've done is I've topped and tailed them and strung them where necessary.
They are more delicious than any other vegetable, I think.
Oh, wonderful.
They must be young, though, mustn't they?
They must.
They're ruined.
And into this nice heavy pot, I'm going to put some olive oil, quite a lot of olive oil. Remember that they're called oily beans. And I'm just going to soften in it some chopped onion and some garlic. If you eat the bean pod pureed, you just boil it up in some salted water and put it through a moulie or a food processor. Sometimes that repays you better than eating the broad bean. And I'm just going to put the beans into the pan with the softened onion and garlic and a pinch of sugar, good pinch of sugar, and good grinding of salt and some lemon juice. Very good, this lemon squeezer, I would think.
I love those little creatures.
The lemon juice will stop the beans discolouring. There we are. I'm going to put the lid on and leave them to cook for about 15 minutes.
Now we'll do the combination of this luscious creature. By the usual chance, I've got one at the ready. Now what I tend to do is turn them upside down for the spreading bit. I think it receives the juices better. Get a nice little pot of raspberry jam, and you spread this liberally. Then my poor little raspberries, I'll put some of them in the middle. I'll just put those there. Then I can put lots of strawberries round. Rather pretty, the two reds, actually. Poor little things. Now, good big dollops of cream.
I bet Sister Benedict has good cream from those cows.
Now we get the other one and put it on top. Press it in. And now, the rest of the cream. Quite difficult to handle this when you're eating it. Probably best eaten in the bath. Squish it down. And we'll put some raspberries and strawberries on the top. I wonder where that strange expression, you know, blowing a raspberry comes from.
I haven't the remotest idea. That's when you do that frightfully rude thing and go, yeah, that's right.
Charles Lawton did a wonderful one in Ruggles of Redgap. He was a drunken butler, and his boss had given him the sack, and he just went...
Babies love it when you do that to them, don't they?
Yeah, and they like doing it back.
Right, let's see how these are getting on. There we are. Excellent. And then add half the dill. Just throw it in. I'll put the other half in just before the dish is cooked and toss it through. Add some water, and you want to let this cook slowly for about an hour, possibly more, until the pods are just tender. And I serve this with pita bread or Arab bread and good Greek yoghurt on the side, but what you can do is let it cool down and stir the yoghurt through it, and then serve it with the bread. Very good it is too.
Lovely mixture,
Doesn't that look nice?
isn't it? Fit for Mother Superior. And how?
Hello.
Hello.
Are you John?
No. John is gone. You'll find him in the pub in the next village.
Wouldn't you now?
Yeah, that's where he is.
Wait, how long's he been gone?
About 10 minutes.
Have you got any lobsters?
No. John is the king.
Oh, he is?
The lobster king.
Lobster king.
You're just being kind.
Just been kind, cleaning his pots.
Oh, well, that's jolly nice of you. We'll catch the little rascal.
Okay.
He was meant to be here.
You like that?
See you
don't
later.
Yeah, come and join us. Nice young man.
Well, I bet they get smugglers in these coves.
Must be this one. Don't see any others?
No. Where?
Hello.
Hello, you're welcome.
Good morning. Good morning. We're looking for a man recommended by Reverend Mother. He's called John, and he's going to provide us with lobsters.
Good. I'll just check and see if he's in, okay?
Yes.
Are you in, John? This is John.
Right here. Morning.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Did you manage to get us some lobsters?
Oh, yeah. No
You
problem.
did? Oh, wonderful.
Are they in there?
Oh, yeah.
Aha.
Look, Jennifer, look.
Look at him. Look at him.
Isn't he great?
Wonderful. Wonderful colour.
Do you get many lobsters now?
Not really.
Not like it was.
They're getting scarce by the year.
You managed to get ours there.
Aye.
Will I take them?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Will you bill me?
No problem at all about that.
Silly question. Right, let's go, Jennifer, or they'll get none.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
As we're in the south of Ireland, I thought we'd have that deeply classical dish of lobster and mayonnaise. Very simple to do, and I think one of the most delicious things in the world. Here we have a splendid specimen,
A denizen of the
a
depths.
denizen of the depth. This lobster has to be put into lukewarm water. It sort of lulls it to sleep, and then, of course, it will die. Shrimps are done this way, everything like that is done this way,
that's
so
right.
you just have to face up to it. Some people think it's kind of to put a needle through the brain. This does nothing but paralyze it. It can still feel anything. So this is much nicer, a nicer way to do it. When it comes to the boil, cook it for 10 minutes. And if you don't want to know the score, look away now. There we are. Now we'll make mayonnaise. Now you mustn't be frightened of mayonnaise. Most people are frightened of it, but it is so much better than anything you can get out of a bottle. Bowl, beater, 2 egg yolks. That'll be sufficient for half a pint of oil. I'm going to put in a dollop of Dijon mustard, lemon juice. Just give it a squeeze at this stage. You may want to add more later. Pinch of salt, maybe 2, and some pepper.
I've always had the idea that either you can make mayonnaise or you can't.
Yeah, but I think people get frightened of it.
What, like soufflés? you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is essential is that everything should be room temperature. Do not take eggs out of the refrigerator and think you can get away with it. You can't. Everything must be room temperature. Most important.
Shouldn't keep eggs in the fridge anyway.
I know, but people do. Make quite sure all this is beaten very well together. So with the help of St. Joseph up there, St. Zita, who looks after the kitchen, let's hope this works for you. Now, you can use a mixture of olive oil and sunflower oil or a vegetable oil. I actually like using all olive oil, but a mild one, not a sort of extra virgin. You want to put the oil in drop by drop. This is the important thing right at the beginning. When we've got it to a state of emulsification, you can then sort of add dollops or a steady stream. If you do it too quickly, it won't emulsify, it'll just curdle. If it curdles, you can start in another bowl, put another egg yolk in, and drop by drop again, put the curdled stuff into it, and all will be well. Sometimes you can save it by a drop of hot water. This is going to take quite a little time, so I suggest you carry on with your nice little things. I think I'll grab me a stool. Go to school.
I'm making tomato tartlets, which is really something I made one day to use up some leftover salad niçoise and decided that it was very nice. Into this pan, I'm going to put some olive oil and soften some chopped onion and some chopped garlic, to which I'm going to add some oregano. Oregano is very much the sort of flavour of the Mediterranean. If you haven't got oregano, you can use marjoram, which you'll probably have growing in your herb patch, or on your fire escape if you're Jennifer.
I have.
And, oh, could you pass me the pepper?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. And a bit of salt. And into this, I'm going to put the juice that I strained from the tomatoes when I was peeling them and seeding them. And there we are. That's cooked right down and reduced now to almost nothing. Right. Now here I have my little tartlet cases, which I've made with some Parmesan cheese. Just going to spoon a little of the onion mixture into each one.
If you did them sort of mini size, they'd be very good with drinks. At a
Cocktail party?
Yeah.
Yes, no, they would. You make them any size you want, really. You had, I mean, these are for starters, but you can have them for a main course, or you can make them larger. You can make it into a large flan. Anything you want. And now I've got some nice pale tuna here. If you are using fresh tuna, you'll want to cook it very briefly, just sear it in a pan until it's able to be flaked. Put it on top of the onion mixture in the tart so that it lies fairly flat. On top of my tuna, I'm going to put these tomatoes, which I've just seeded, peeled and sliced. Just a couple of bits per tart. Right, now, here I've got some eggs. 2 eggs, which I'm just going to mix up and put in some cream. There we are. Just pour it over.
Will it fit in?
There we are.
Yeah, sink through. Rather good.
And some black olives. A few black olives.
Good.
There we are. Doesn't that look pretty?
Yes, lovely. Just the sort of little tartlet I like.
And I'm just going to sprinkle a bit of good strong cheddar or cheddar type cheese on top of each of them.
What is that? Some fine Irish cheese.
It's Keen's, yeah.
Looks excellent.
They do have good cheese in Ireland.
They
A lot
do.
of good native cheeses. There we are. And now these need to go into the oven for about 15 minutes, I suppose.
Whoops, this is ready.
Hey, look, magic. I always think mayonnaise is magic.
It's wonderful stuff, isn't it? Ought to be like that. Do you see? Now I'm going to attack the lobster. Would you be very sweet and help me? I give you the claws.
Okay. Thank you.
Right, now we've got to cut the lobster in half. And if you look where the head joins there's a mark. And that's where we want to put our first stab of the knife. It's just there. There's a sort of cross. Easy to see. See? And make sure it goes right through. Then start cutting down. Needs quite a bit of strength, this. But don't be frightened of it. Just keep it steady. Make sure you're going right through the whole time. Now, look what Maurice is doing with the claw.
Well, you see, you just break it across there, and then it'll come off like that.
Beautiful.
And then, if you're very clever, you can twist that gently. There we are. Do it.
Get it out.
Get it all out in one piece if you're very clever.
I think we need St. Peter for this one.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll get that bit
Yeah.
out.
Are you going to come?
Yeah.
Yes, beautifully done.
And then you just put it
Wonderful.
out through there.
Now, open it up. Lay them out. Now, just there, you'll see a little darker line, and that is its intestine. And it's just as well to remove that. It won't hurt you, but it would be a little bitter.
It's all to do with sex and breeding.
I wouldn't be at all surprised.
You know, when their digestion slows down when they're about to breed, and so you get a blacker vein.
Oh, so this one...
It's already done it.
Done it. Well, it died happy then. Now, we pay attention to the head part. There are 2 nasty sort of lumps here, which are in fact the lung, I think. Anyway, you don't want to eat them. So remove them.
Do you know, I had a friend who dived for a lobster and brought it up, and the claw was the size of his hand.
Incredible. What a wonderful treat.
Yes.
I wonder if it'd be tough. No.
No, because I've caught crayfish in the Caribbean that had grown up to 60 pounds. And,
60 pounds.
and they weren't tough at all. I mean, they can grow up to 100 pounds.
Fast.
Imagine cooking one.
In a bath. You'd have to do it.
Yeah.
Heating an old tin bath out in the garden, I think. So we'll serve that to the nuns with a bowl of mayonnaise on the side, and I hope they'll love it.
I would.
I would.
Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts, which of thy bounty we are about to receive, through Christ our Lord. Amen. And we ask you, Lord, to bless the kind cooks who prepared this delicious meal for us, and we look forward to sharing this celebration. Now, this looks good. Oh, indeed.
A sophisticated tart fit for a saintly nun.
Would you like some water? Please. Thanks very much.
Nothing becomes a lobster better than simplicity and mayonnaise.
Who said we eat with our eyes? Isn't that it?
A taste of the Levant from a British vegetable garden.
My sister John is very, very fond of our lobster. Yes? What have you got, sister?
A luscious confection for after confession.
I must say, it's sort of the mountains and the wind and the nuns here. It's a bit like, what was that film, Black Narcissus?
Well, we need those could do for the Himalayas.
That's right. I'm not surprised all those Irish poets get going on about the waters lapping at the lake shore. It's the only place you get away from the midges.
Terrible, scratch, scratch, scratch all through the night.
And Mother Abbess says she still gets bitten.
Oh, yes, and she said she'd been here 32 years.
Yeah.
Good heavens. I think one can stay here, but I feel so sleepy the whole time.
And it's very soporific, isn't it?
Yeah.
In fact, if I feel so sleepy, I think I'll stay and take the veil and you can go back to England on your own.
Yeah, I think you'd look lovely in that headdress. Might end up like those lovely people in the pub. They were divine. I couldn't understand a word they said.
Well, I sometimes think that it's an absence of teeth, Jennifer, that doesn't help.
Never mind, it's been great.
Been lovely, yes.
We'll come again.
Oh, I think so, yes.
Slanta.
Už melíme šléve u gredy. Look, Jennifer, I really didn't sit on your raspberries. I know you're upset, but I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
They were crushed.
But I didn't sit on them.
Well, who else could sit on them? You were the one with them.
I don't know, the Almighty.
No, it was you sat on them. In that boat.
I did not.
You did.
I didn't.
Did.